All right, so this is a breakdown of me playing a Civil GG member named I always call him Hans. I don't know how it's actually pronounced. The Honls. Hans. We're calling him Hans. He actually signed up for a coaching session on Civil GG. And so the way we did it is that we played a game, and we're going to break down this game. And a lot of times, either the coaching sessions are done like in a one-on-one call, or they'll be done like this, where we play a game, I break down where you went right, where you went wrong. And Hans actually played a pretty good game through the first half to 3/4 or so. And we'll talk about that throughout this game. I think this will be a really good one, really good learning experience for pretty much everybody. Hans has slowly been getting more and more into competitive Madden. He started out as just like a kind of an online head-to-head player, and now, he's getting pretty good. We'll see that. He's running dollar, probably running a mixture of Civil GG stuff and just kind of his own things that he picks up from other players and just like he likes. And immediately you see he's coming on baseline dollar, okay? And with this guy coming in like this from up here, it shows me that baseline probably spinner, right? And he doesn't get this guy manned up. I see that. I'm just waiting to see what the rest of the coverage is, and I'm able to hit B a little bit late. Now, I should be on conservative. I'm not right now because I'm a fat idiot. I fumble so much when I'm not conservative. But, yeah. So immediately we start off, and I see that B does not get manned up, which tells me, basically, if you know what this looks like, this is spinner, right? So this guy's coming. This guy's coming. This guy's manned up here. This guy's manned up here. This guy's manned up here. And this guy's manned up here. It's kind of how this gets stock, which means that B needs to get manned up by one of his adjustments. And it looks like he is not doing a great job of that. Actually, this play, he gets that off this time. And the ball hits me. The ball hits me in the head. I mean, overall, like, this is good defense. Nothing's open here except for A right here in this pocket, right? We can kind of agree A's open. So it is good defense. His user a little behind. Ball just hits me. I don't know. Not a ton of analysis there. It was good D. The only thing he let up was an 8-yard drag, or not even an 8-yard drag, like a 5-yard drag. But yeah, annoying on my end. You saw him dive after that. He dove because he just wants to get. When you're playing a rep game, right? There's no returning a pick for a pick six does nothing in a rep game because it's not a good. He wanted to fall down so he could play against my defense so you get more reps. You know what I'm saying? If he takes that back for pick six, sure, he goes up more points, but he's not getting any better from that. He would have had 7 points off the ball hitting me in the head and him getting a free touchdown. He recognizes that, so thank you, Hans. Yeah, cool. And now I'm also in this baseline dollar, running a lot of spinner, blitz. He's in trips tight end. I believe he's in Detroit playbook. And he does a pretty good job. This route gets bumped. He makes a good read. Just the route got bumped, and it makes the throw a little bit off accurate. But I think his offense is really good here in the beginning. It throws me for a lot of issues until I start adjusting quite a bit to it. You see, this is kind of my base trips defense right here, and we'll see. Actually, this is a little bit different than what I typically do. He makes a really good read here to the flat on the left side. And he quick snapped right there, little Max Pro quick snap, PA shot post, or PA post shot, PA shot post, I think it is in trips tight end. Really, I'm excited for this because we're gonna see him like get a little bit worse as the game goes. So he threw that right, and so now I'm gonna have this guy in a cloud flat. I want to send this pressure at him. Where I cross man this guy in case he's doing something over the middle. This guy's manned up. And then we have the tight end and halfback manned up as well. He keeps on putting this tight end on a drag. He's done that a few times now. And with my defense, the way it is stock is that this guy's manned up onto the drag. So if this guy's on a drag, you can tell that this guy can't get there in time. And so I'm going to have to actually start adjusting that here quite a bit. Or else he's going to be able to hit me with that pretty consistently. This time he puts him just on a corner route. And I mess up my adjustments. I must. Because you saw last play, I had X manned up out here. I don't think I get. Oh, I do. He puts this guy on a streak, but we're so. Oh my gosh, it would have been open anyways. My linebacker bet on the play action. Huh? That's what happened. Look, man up, cloud right here. Take away corner routes and stuff. This probably gets open anyways. I think. Huh? Never seen that. Yeah, I clipped it too. That's why I clipped it because I was so confused. How weird. Does he go for 2? No, he does not. There we go. I'm back in offense. And again, last drive, he didn't really play bad defense, but I just didn't think I needed to throw a pick when I did. But regardless, we're going to keep on trying to 5-out him. And he's sending that 4-man now. He's actually doing a good job on this left side. And something that a lot of people don't do a good job of is adjusting out of the spinner, right? Instead of setting boom, boom, he's dropping this guy into either a hard flat or he's manning him up on an 84. Let's see. I don't know if I can't really tell. I'm not sure. But regardless, he's doing a good job at adjusting and taking away kind of the play I want to hit. So I'm like, okay, good job by him. Let's keep it moving. How we doing? I'm in the Chiefs playbook right now, and now you're going to see me start going to a little bit of Max Pro scheme here. He backs off his corners. He messaged me after the game saying that his controllers broke, so they accidentally back off. But watch what I do here. This guy's going to block. My tight end is going to block, and then I'm going to motion block this guy. Basically blocking 7 to be able to make sure I pick up this pressure. And we do, and option routes are so good against man coverage. You have short in or backfield master. Short in's a little bit better. But this against zone, he's going to sit right here. Against man, he's going to cut out like an out route. And then boom. So we're here, cuts out. He's going to beat man the overwhelming majority of the time. And then you can also get pretty good rack on these as well. It's just a hard tackle angle for them. So yeah, I think this is good defense by him. He's sending 4, and I just blocked 7. So I think he's doing a really good job here still. And now we're going back out to a 5. Or actually, no, we're going Max Pro again. Let's see. Yep, same idea. Boom, block, block. Making sure that we're going to pick up this blitz. He's setting 4, and the blitz still comes in. And this just, he doesn't have a KO right there, I guess. He should. But really, all this is, this is just what happens when you run one of the best blitzes in the game. This is in our dollar ebook on Civil GG. You see he gets that shed right there. This must be an edge threat. I don't know if it is actually. But regardless, and then this guy's able to come totally free off the edge as well. Make me have to hurry up that throw and throw it into a pretty tight window. I had to get a pretty precise free form right there, which is going to be hard for a lot of other people to be able to do. And honestly, like if I'm being totally frank with you guys, like at this point, I'm like, oh, he's playing pretty good. Like he's playing good defense. And you see, this is why I keep on going back to the kind of this route combo or kind of this Max Pro. Let's see, do I Max Pro again right here? Or we just block 6. So this time instead of Max Proing, we pick up the pressure with just 6 people. And again, you're able to see this option route, how good it does. We just step back a little bit too far. Only complaint with the option route this year, and really just in general, is that it kind of takes a second. You see, I'm still waiting for him right here to cut. And, like the drag is already across field. This here, and this is just now cutting. This angle, I wanted to wait a little bit longer for him to get more flat and then throw it. And yeah, I just dropped back too far. You can't do that, but I had pressure in my face too. Pressure is one of the biggest things, dude. If you can get consistent pressure, really in any Madden as kind of a rule of thumb, if you can get consistent collapsing the pocket pressure with 5, you're going to do pretty good on defense. If you can get it with 4, you're going to be really good on defense. If you can get it with 3, that's what we did at 3-5 odd last year a lot, 3 and 4. He's stuck on his D-line right here. We have a touchdown. I didn't throw it, though. Oh, I missed that. I missed this touchdown right here. This guy, I think, is manned up. He's backing off his corners. Yeah. Oh, I had a tutty. I missed it. Pressure still giving me issues. I kind of rolled out of the pocket right there a little prematurely as well. But yeah, like I genuinely speaking, like even recently, I've played a lot of the best players in the world a ton. And, you can't tell. You see, again, the pressure's just coming in. I have to quick throw that option out that time. And it's hard to operate under that stuff, man. I played a lot of the best players in the world. And so far up until this point in the game, this feels like a top defense for the most part. His user, I like to pay a little bit more attention to his user, because I don't know if his user's done anything crazy good so far. That's really where you'll see a big drop down in skill level between good players and bad players. Or not, I don't want to say bad players, but even there, like the only issue he had right there, he defended my drag. But you see, again, he tried setting this guy, let my quick throw flat be wide open. I was able to hit that. I kind of hit it a little late, too. Boom. Boom. And now we're able to get out. Did we end up scoring a touchdown here? Bang. Ooh. Get off me. Good job. Then we're going to quick step mesh again. Yeah, we do. He's doing a fine enough job with his user, and I'm missing this read, aren't I? Do I really miss this again? What happens on my left side? Oh, no, his user did a great job coming down to it, so I took my eyes off, worked back in the middle. No, he's doing like a good job. Like, I got to work my eyes back to B and see his user bailed. But the reason I didn't throw B is because his user came down so hard on it. He's doing a really good job. And it gets tough to score down here. Biggest thing that I've noticed over and over again, and I'm able to take advantage of it right here, is that last play, I realized at the end of that last play that B actually wasn't manned up when he was over there, right? We just talked about that. And over and over again, B has not been manned up. His user might bail hard down, But that means if I put this guy on a streak, look, man up, man up. Even if this guy's blitzing on a hard flat, this guy's on a streak. Check this. And that's exactly what I do. This is not a set play. This is not an ebook play. This is just an adjustment to an adjustment of what I see him doing a lot. And you see, I'm right. Boom, high ball, touchdown. And that's, I mean, if you want to know my framework for how I run my offenses and defenses and how I've won pro Madden tournaments while becoming a top-ranked player, join my website, civil.gg. My guides will give you the tools you need to win more games of Madden, regardless if you're trying to become comp or if you're just trying to win more games online head-to-head. The link is in the description. Like, stroking myself for a moment, that's just a good adjustment by me. He was playing good defense pretty consistently throughout this game, and up to this point. It's just an exploit in the defense. There's always going to be an adjustment to an adjustment on defense. And I believe I'm going to end up going for 2 here. Yeah, I try running mesh, just stock mesh basically for 2. It's a decent 2-point play. It's not great. We'll see what we end up actually doing here. I think he does a good job with his user. Yeah, I can't really force anything. I'm trying to get, oh, geez. Biggest point of view, biggest piece of advice I can give anybody right here, especially Johans in this situation. Your user's probably in a blitzing assignment, right? So in this case, it's so hard to make this tackle one-on-one. The quarterback has so much wiggle room. He can do so much, and you can't. Click off. If you would have clicked off by now, AI would tackle me. But you try doing it yourself, and you literally just can't. It's impossible almost. Last drive on offense, he did a pretty good job. And on this one, too, immediately, I'll be honest, this worked. This worked, right? The route combo was PA post shot, wheel. I think he streaked him and then crosser and is just blocking. This guy blocks as well. I don't think this is the best play call you can have here. I really don't. It works, and maybe that's what it's designed to do is just beat that press man. I think there's better play calls, especially out of Trips tight end. And Hans, he's looked it over plenty of times. The McBride Trips tight end ebook, there's better stuff than that route combo right there, I think. And it did work. So, I mean, it worked. I just don't know if that's how often that right there happens where you actually beat that man coverage consistently. If you do, then keep doing it. From experience, I don't know. But you see, now I've actually switched out of my normal defense. I was in dollar baseline where I had a guy out here, in this slot. Now we have guy lined up over tight end, this guy over tight end too, and all the receivers are covered. Right before they weren't, and I'm backing them off. All right, we're gonna play a little bit better coverage now. This is just a bad job by me. Again, I question this route combo from Hans a lot. Reason being, look, you see this right here. You know, man coverage, man coverage, man coverage. Right, you know that. We all know that. It's obvious I'm running man coverage here. His play call is verticals, which is just streak, right, streak, boom. This quarter route's okay, and then he goes angle route, which is also okay. But all 3 of these routes are pretty much pointless, and we'll watch them in man coverage here, right? None of these, look, bagged. I need to have a better user here and recognize this angle out of the backfield. This actually low-key gets open. That might be a good route. But the 2 seam routes, the 2 vertical routes on the left, there's better stuff to do, whether it's a flat in, maybe you put a flat deep post, a C route. There's better stuff to do. Just because you had 2 wasted routes on that play. Or motion block, if anything, right? Or motion block, if anything, right? Take that X receiver and motion block if you think I'm blitzing you. Or Y, right? Boom, let's see. Goes to that tight end drag again. And I'm adjusting this tight end drag. The big thing I'm doing now is I'm putting this guy into a hard flat, right? This dude, hard flat. So while this guy one of these guys are made up onto the tight end and he'll win, he's going to run right into my hard flat, which is just going to make it a tough throw. And we'll actually be able to see that here. Watch the drag. Drag actually beats his man running right into the hard flat. And then user muddies up over the middle. Pressure's there. His routes kind of take a little bit too long to actually get open. And we get a huge sack. And getting behind the chains is such a thing that you just can't afford to do. It's tough. We'll see what he goes with here. Now I go from hard flat to vert hook. And a perfect adjustment. Look, this was awesome. I'm saying, okay, last time I went hard flat over here, he ran drag, got bagged. He probably knows that. And I just don't think he'll throw a drag on 3rd and 13. So we're going to go hook curl right here in case he goes post or, some kind of working over the middle route. And we'll actually see he goes, I think, to verticals, right? I think this is verticals with the curl on the left guy. Regardless, is a route breaking over the middle of the field. Yeah, this is vertical. Same thing. Goes curl, boom, boom. Not that bad now. Angle route over the middle. He tries to throw this guy, I think, who could beat his man if he pass let it out here. And eventually the hook curl just bags it. And this is really his first huge mistake. And it's because he got behind the chains and got pressured. See, 3rd and 13 is not that bad if you're just like, oh, who cares? But when you're like 3rd and 13, now I can't throw a drag. Because 3rd and 13, you throw a drag, you get 6 yards, it's 4th and 6, right? Yeah, 4th and 7. And you're fine. He ends up, taking that sack on 2nd down, which was a 2nd and short, gets into a 3rd and 13, then forces something, and now he's in a bad spot. Boom, we're able to throw Y. I barely overthrow this. I like that route combo. Just barely overthrow it, though, unfortunately. But it's kind of like the takeaway almost on that drive is that when, it's, again, not to go super deep with everybody, but it's like life, Madden like life. Bad things are going to happen. You can't freak out, right? You just, okay, cool. Like, what do we do now? What do we do now? This is just a tough ball I was able to fit in, honestly. I got pressure on the pocket. I was able to force that across my body. It's good defense. It really is. He's blitzing this guy from back here. He does not mean to be. He told me this guy's supposed to be there. So if this guy was up a little bit further, yeah, this is good defense. Great user by him. Really, Hans, great user, dude. Because look, post. Check this. Check this. A lot of people get their users in no man's land. I talk about it all the time. Look what he does. He decides on a route. He takes it. B's bagged. This would be an impossible throw with him and him. X bagged. Only thing I can throw here is Y across my body. To throw it, I need a perfect free form down. I mean, we got 1 guy, 2 guy. See where that free form is. And then I have to click on an agate. It's tough to... I mean, it's just a tough throw. Not many people who play online are gonna make that throw. Just the fact of the matter. That's not me sucking myself off. It's a fact of the matter. Now we're going a little 5 wide. No, he calls timeout. I was gonna go 5 out. He calls timeout though. 2:37 left. I'm up by 1. Again, going for 2 and whatnot. I wouldn't really do it too much in a comp game, but I like giving him more and more reps as we can. Again, me and Hans are playing, kind of an online game here, but the purpose of breaking it down and seeing. Boom. Decent user by him. He just honestly just not good enough defense. I haven't really ran this route combo a ton. It is pretty good. I'm a big fan of it. Where we have basically a trail concept on the left side. This is going to beat man. He knows that. He just doesn't have anyone manned up onto B, per usual, by the way. And we just get it. We just highball it. And it would get some good yards. Sometimes when you're passing, you have your eyes, right? You're looking, they're using something, they get off of that. When you see them using something, you get your eyes off of it. But if you can, in your peripherals, see that they went off it, you can go back to it. And here, you see me going with that same thing. Look, he's not manning up B a lot. So we're going vertical right here, see if we can hit anything. We can't, though. He makes that adjustment finally. I forced this one, had to pass lead it down. Good defense by him. User's just a little late. You see this pretty aggressive route combo, just 2 streaks, crosser, slant. Look, boom. I have to pass lead this thing down and then come back to and click on for the ag catch. Good user, though. 2nd and 2, going back to that mesh. And you see, I mean, biggest thing he's just not doing, biggest thing is that he's just not, look, whenever you're running the spinner setup, right, one of the issues with it is that you do have to adjust kind of fast. So these guys are already stock manned up, right, and everybody else is blitzing. He's just not getting this adjustment off at all to man B up. And I'm able to take advantage of it pretty frequently throughout this game. And again, whether you man that B up with the linebacker, with that slot corner, because look, you could easily shift your linebackers this way or move this guy out and man him up and then bring this guy down, still blitz, right? Still bring that blitz. And he's not. He's using that guy. And I like to use the guy on the halfback side. I try to attack vertically with a red zone threat on that one. Just really streak Gonzalez, hope to get a one-on-one because, yeah, red zone threat is pretty decent. I actually thought I had it too. But we get into a 2-man animation, not able to catch it, whatever. I wonder again, do I go back to, let's see what we go to here. I'm really not sure. I might go to, I don't know. What do we go to? Boom. I don't love this. It's fine. Yeah, Y super late. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, that route combo kind of sucks, but we were just able to beat the man coverage. I ended up getting this 2-point conversion off some Mickey stuff. Now, this is also, by the way, anyone notice anything with this formation? This is an illegal formation. There's not enough guys on the line of scrimmage. There's nobody on the line of scrimmage on the left side. You don't have enough. Yeah, it's literally a legal formation. We fall forward, though, for the 2. Nothing he could really do. No analysis there. But he's still in that trips tight end, and you see I'm still not baseline. He's all the way now to tight. This is what tells me he's in Detroit playbook. This is good by him because now this is going to put my defense into kind of loops right now, big time. And immediately he's able to go PA slot options, which I love. Super good pass lead on him right here. Look, boom. Guy cuts out. He's able to hit that in the sideline. I don't love, like, you see, actually, I have to user this up here. This audible from him started throwing me for loops. It's tough. He goes a little 5 out. Boom. I'd like to almost see him highball this just because, I mean, this time he gets a good animation. But just for the fact that you'll usually get better animation with the high balls. But yeah, I mean, he takes advantage of me blitzing, knowing my user has to be on him. I'm late. He boom, boom. And it's safer in case your user does undercut it. Highballing does. We're able to tackle him, keep him in bounds, which is big as the clock is rolling. He's going to have to go hurry up. That's about, we just killed another 20 seconds or so, about 15 or so, actually. This time, notice my user making up for what I did earlier. And this is why I don't like this route combo. Because, look, vertical, corner. This doesn't really beat man super well. And now this time my user on that table route, or on that Texas, you see nothing, not open. I mean, maybe this gets open super late, but I'm blitzing, so you're not going to have that much time because you're 5 outing. This, I mean, maybe you pass lead this down and catch it. Maybe. I just think there's better route combos that you can have. Really, I think there's just better route combos you can have. The point of quick snapping verticals like that is if you think you can get them exposed in their coverage in terms of like they're over adjusting and one of your vertical routes can get open. But I'm sitting in a lot of man coverage, right? You know that. So I'm not. I don't love that. I don't love that. He goes quick base. I don't love this either. You don't have any timeouts. This is almost like to me, this feels like I hope I break a run play. Like I'm hoping, I'm praying. I don't know what to do. And that's not me being an asshole. That's just a fact of the matter. Because look, 2nd and 10, you need a touchdown. Like, touchdown's huge here. You're already in field goal range. Touchdown's huge, right? Look at the time. Look at the situation. Look at the score. This run, maybe you get 4 yards off it? Who cares? You have to go hurry up anyways. And you get nothing at all. And now, let's see. He has to go hurry up anyways. 4-second run off. He's probably going to snap a bad play right here. Let's see. And, I mean, he's had such a pretty good drive. And he's had good drives, but now he's in a 3rd and 11. I hate that run call right there. He goes to that drag. This time just part of... does he 5 out right here? Let's see. Is this 5 out? Yeah, he 5 outs. And I mean, just part of dollars that sometimes you have a guy coming free when you 5 out. Look at this route combo as a 5 out combo really fast, boys. Because again, this is where I'm like, man, he's not running... Like, this is not a good play. Where he goes drag. This is a curl. This might be a check and release curl. This is a dig route, and I think this is just a streak, or maybe it's a post. But if that's it, right, and I'm setting 5 at you, what's getting open fast? Because my blitz's going to come in. What's getting open fast is maybe one of these drags, but I adjust for that. I know that. So if this guy's in a hook curl defending this for a second, I'm using the other one. I'm using 2 routes right here, actually. And it's like, man, just like that, this possession just got killed. And now I'm calling a timeout to get the ball back, right? And I think he actually... Oh, he tried to kick. Yeah, he tried to kick from here. This would have been an insane kick. It came up short. So now just like that, what came from a good game is I'm up 9 and 30 seconds left in the half. It's like, oh no. Good defense again by him, though. I have to throw the ball away. And now with 2 timeouts, I can really work whatever I want in the field. I try fitting this in. I'm so upset. Look. So this guy's manned up here. Put him on a streak. You have that leverage. I highball it, hoping I can get a good rack animation, and I don't. But you see how this is like kind of open? I just don't get a great... I'm not able to set up a great rack animation, and I get flattened by the other dude. Yeah, so we're going to post, deep corner, drag, motion block probably. Oh, no, motion out. Okay. We pick up the pressure. No, we don't. Not able to throw the drag, and he gets a D-line pick. Does he take it for 6? No, he falls down. Smart. Just get more reps. Yeah, what's he do? Oh, he ends up making a huge mistake. I remember this. This was dumb. Back off this dude. Yep, you've seen this route. You've seen this quite a bit. He just forces a really, really bad throw. It's frustrating for me watching it come like, man, he's doing, like, you've played great, I feel like. You've had so many good, very, very high-level moments. And then like that, it's like, no. And we're just going to take this into the half, basically. And it's been, like, for the most part, it's been pretty solid. And I'm kind of just sitting in the same defense where, this guy will be in a hard flat sometimes. This guy will be, or he'll be in a hook curl. And you could tell, man, right? Man, blitzing. I'd like to see him hit that halfback out of the backfield a little bit more. Literally wheel this guy, and if my user doesn't go immediately out here, highball him. Because you know this guy's blitzing probably, right? If you just sit back and think, he's probably blitzing. Especially because that's why I do most plays, right? So you know that. You've identified that. Boom. See, has to be high ball. Instead, nothing. Throws over the middle. And you could tell it's kind of like a mental thing where he's not playing his best anymore. He's in his head, whether he's pressured, nervous, whatever it is, he's not making the right decision. Because that's the first read. The first read's that back out of backfield. That's why you're doing it. You know I'm sending 5 at you, and you know I'm using the backer on the side, so I'm responsible more likely than not to go right here. You see what I'm saying? I'm kind of over adjusting as well, where I'm putting this guy in outside blue. I actually don't know why I did this. This is really kind of a cardinal rule to me of don't over adjust. Oh no, I did that actually for my fault. I knew a route combo he was running. Or I had an idea. I put this guy in a deep blue because I thought he was going to run a deep corner route, and then I was going to use her. You see, I made up the halfback, so I was going to use her X over the middle, and I'm right. This is just, this guy's going to help bracket this corner route over here. Honestly, and I felt like that should easily be a pick. This is just it's a bad read by him over the middle. This is just good defense, though. This is the first time. Usually this got to be manned up. This is the first time I've done this. My idea for the route come that he's about to run, that I think, mind you, we're not talking. This is just me feeling out the game. I think he has to go to something new here, is this. Let me let this dissipate for a second. So, yeah, his route combo is vertical, corner, right? This guy's going to a corner, and he's taking this guy in. Boom, back. I'm working over the middle, kind of baiting. I think Rodney Harrison's got to be able to come down with a pick for that. But he's trying to get that corner route open, was the idea. Now, I'm getting kind of over-adjusted. Look, same idea. Boom. Now we're cross-manning him in case he tries going back to that slant or something a little bit later, maybe a post. A little cross-man. This is really, I almost feel like, looking back, I'm overdoing it here because I don't need to be doing so much. And again, kind of a situation here where I felt like he could have highballed this guy. Really, make me respect this. Highball, stiff arm. Maybe in this case, now your eyes have to go back to this, though. Your eyes got to go back to this now. And again, he's running, it's another situation where he knows I'm blitzing, but look at how deep all of his routes are. You don't have time for any of these. You can't throw this. You can't throw this or this. The corner route, even if this gets open, it takes way too long, right? So your only options are this corner route, which just isn't open ever yet, and this, which he actually did have open, but he doesn't throw. It's a huge mistake. The route combo, 3 of his routes literally can't get thrown against a blitz. And what am I doing every play? I'm blitzing, right? So why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? And again, second 21, he's just going for deeper route combinations now. I would love to see him try doing something where you motion, if you like that corner route, right? Let's say you really like that corner route. Go something like where you go either streak or post, okay? Corner route, because this is a good corner. Block this dude, motion X in, block him, and then have RB either on an in, an option, or an angle. Because now you have at least 2 routes. I'm blitzing, especially if you think I'm blitzing 5. Now you have a lot of options. He goes handoff, which honestly, in this, it's not a good play call. I don't necessarily blame him as much in this one for some reason. Mostly because I'm maybe he's just trying to get some yardage back. We get the ball back, though, after the punt. And, a little motion blocking we do. And he gets good pressure. I'm able to fit that in just barely, but he gets knocked out anyways. Huddle's issue on offense is that he keeps on trying to 5-out me with 5-out route combos that aren't good. Literally, that's the issue. Even here, right? Let's take this 5-out combo, for example. Motion slant is going to get open pretty quick, about right here, about 1.5 seconds. Quick table, if not manned up, can get open immediately, right? Drag can get open immediately. Crosser can get open immediately. Or 2 seconds. And this isn't the best one either, by the way. And then we have A, which boom. Oh, man. You see that step I have? I just missed that throw. Honestly, in this case, a 5-out route combo, the streak isn't even that necessary either. I could honestly have A on a drag. Because I don't think he has any deep blues. There's no reason for the streak, really. I'm just trying to hit that seam like I showed you the past couple of times. But I'm just not able to. That's why I like that mesh 5-out so much. But imagine if I was trying to do 5-out, and this guy was on a streak, this guy was on a deep post, this guy was on a corner route that doesn't really ever get open, this guy is on a table route, but I'm not even throwing him, and, oh, this guy's on an out route. It's like, okay, well, what can you even throw? You know? Like, you're 5-outing, and you're getting blitzed at. I'd have 1, 2, 3 routes that aren't even usable, so I'm just looking for a flat and an out. No. Give ourselves usable, quick options, right? Same thing here. Boom. I'm trying to fit that again. That time I actually get it. And that's what I've been trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do. Look, because this guy's manned up. Even with this like crosser bringing his guy close, this is a man up. So this is not going to play this. And boom. He honestly could have lurked that. I didn't highball it. The spacing here is not great. I actually need to set that up with a better route combo around it. But you can kind of see the idea I was going for. Yeah. Let's see what we have on this play. Yeah, we're going Max Pro. And I can Max Pro this one because, look, all these routes, look, I only have one quick route here, the drag. So I have to Max Pro to give myself time for either A or Y to get open. And then on this one, I'm able to hit the drag anyways, able to get off of me. Bang, big hit. Okay, fair. Max Pro again. Boom. Not total Max Pro, actually. And then bang, touchdown. But you see, like, when I'm trying to wait for these deeper, like, longer developing routes, I'm blocking way more. I have to. I'm blind while I'm blind. I can't believe I didn't hit that. I don't know if I just got greedy. I mean, I ended up scoring a touchdown, but that would have been a touchdown to be anyways. Wow. Blind by me. Blind. But worked out. Let's see what Hans does. I think this time he goes to tight, and I think this time he quick throws his halfback. It's hard to defend. It makes me have to defend that. Look, I'm late. He quick throws it. Boom. Now Flash is out. He's able to get a huge gain off that. And had he been doing that on trips tight end, I would have had to adjust it a ton of what I was doing on defense, either with my user or just with my actual my actual defenders. Right? Man. And you see this, I'm running my basic tight defense for the most part. He goes over the middle. Scary-ish throw, but worked. I think he could have thrown the halfback again. Highball that thing, rack it, and you know, I mean, the way the game plays, and we know this just off the way the game plays this year, that you could have fit that in. You could have thrown that. He goes with the options, boom. That's a great play. I love that play so much. I'd like to see this guy on a post, not that deep in, but whatever. I love this play quite a bit. I really do. Boom. Good read by him, too. Able to hit that hitch. A lot of people at this point in the game would get greedy. Good to see him still doing some of the right things. We're going to skip forward a little bit. Second 24, what happens here? So let's see. Boom. Yeah, I don't love the route he's calling some very high-level route combos, and then but he's mixing in these bad play calls. And I mean, we talked about it, dude. The reason a lot of these play calls are always, the reason people only run the same 4 plays, which isn't true, but the same 4 plays is because, like, this right here, this sucks. This sucks. What's open? Nothing's going to really get open. Nothing really is. And anything that gets open on that play is such an easy adjustment away from being bagged. So I hate that play call, man. I hate that. Let's go back here. Let's see. Boom. Tries to force. Good read, honestly. Just overthrown. 3rd and 24. What's his play call here? Little play action. PA counter go play action. Yeah, it's tough. At this point in the game, it's pretty tough. It's pretty tough. 4th and 34. 4th and 34, I think, what happens? Yeah, I mean, you can't really do a ton. And that pretty much wraps this game up. We play a little bit. Yeah, ends up conceding after I throw his touchdown. This was a laser, by the way. I audible a bunch halfback strong. I know this is man-to-man. Don't know what this guy's in, but I know this is man-to-man right here. It's actually in a half. Jeez. It would have fit that laser in right there. GG's to Hans. It wasn't as bad as it looked, but there's a couple of things, right? I'm really like play calling an offense. I felt like a lot of bad plays, and then when you get behind the chains, right? Whether it's that 3rd and 13, for example, you can't get like greedy and miss what you need to be doing. That's what I felt like. Can't get greedy, can't get nervous. Just relax. Same thing. The halfback was open. I felt like all game. I never respected that ever. I think I made up the halfback twice. I think all game. And my user, I can tell you just from me playing, my user was almost never in position unless you were gonna make me actually want to defend that. So Hans, good game. Hopefully this is some good learning stuff for you. You can obviously DM me with stuff. Anybody else you want to do stuff like this? Civil.gg. Coaching. You can become a member too. Get access to all of our ebooks, all of our schemes, all that good stuff. All right, boys. See y'all in the next one.